Throughout history, powerful nations rose and fell, but one country stood out for shaping almost the entire world through colonization. From Africa to Asia, the Americas to the Pacific, this empire had its fingerprints everywhere. Today, we're talking about the country that colonized the most nations in history, the British Empire. At its height in the early 20th century, the British Empire controlled about 25% of the entire world's land and ruled over nearly a quarter of the global population. This wasn't just an empire. It was the largest empire in human history. The British started small, with colonies in the Caribbean and North America in the 1600s. But over the centuries, they spread everywhere. Canada, India, Australia, Nigeria, South Africa, Egypt, Jamaica, Singapore, Kenya, Hong Kong. The list just keeps going. In total, the British colonized over 80 countries and territories across every continent except Antarctica. That's why people used to say, the sun never sets on the British Empire. Because literally, at any given time of the day, the sun was shining on at least one part of their empire. Colonization wasn't just about land. It was about power and resources. Britain controlled trade routes, took raw materials like cotton, gold, and oil, and forced local populations into systems that benefited the empire. English became a global language. British legal systems spread, and railways, ports, and cities were built, though often for the empire's gain, not the local. Of course, it wasn't all glory. Colonization came with brutal costs: slavery, exploitation, famine, and wars. Millions suffered under British rule. For example, in India, British economic policies led to devastating famines that killed millions. In Africa, borders drawn by colonial powers caused conflicts that still exist today. By the mid-1900s, things started falling apart. After World War II, the empire couldn't hold on. One by one, countries gained independence. India in 1947, Ghana in 1957, Nigeria in 1960, Jamaica in 1962, and so on. The empire crumbled, leaving behind the modern Commonwealth, a group of former colonies that still maintain ties with the UK. So, when we ask which country colonized the most, the answer is clear: Britain. Its empire shaped the world we live in today, for better or worse. English is spoken almost everywhere. Global trade still follows patterns set in colonial times, and the scars of empire are still felt. History isn't just about dates. It's about understanding how the past still affects us now. So, what do you think? Was the British Empire more of a builder or a destroyer? Subscribe for more cool videos.